Hi everyone, we're on the 4th episode now of the 3rd season of The Bear. Last episode, it was one long, just like service, anxiety, panic, and yeah, I just threw some words out there, and yeah, it was that. It started off pretty chill, service was okay, things were going somewhat smoothly, and then panic ensued as Richie started beefing with Carmi. Carmi started freaking out as usual. People's orders flying everywhere. Tina was struggling to keep up with making the food. There's problems with finances. They don't have enough money for the fact that they want to do a new menu every day. They don't have money for that. They don't have money for the fancy butter, etc, etc. So panic, stress. That was the episode. I feel like there's a lot of episodes of this show that are like that, but yeah, I don't really know where we're gonna go character-wise or plot-wise from here, but I guess we'll find out. Yeah, should we watch the episode?
You know what day it is?
Who's talking? Is this Carmi's voice?
It's Wednesday.
This is her again.
To you?
All the time.
Is this the Cocteau twins playing?
I really liked Wednesdays.
There's nothing special about Wednesdays.
Because you're halfway through the week.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you something. I have to be honest, I like Mondays.
Who the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
One of my friends said this yesterday. I was like, what are you talking about? Mondays?
Exactly.
Mondays are awful.
Favorite day.
Sundays are really anxious though, because you know that Monday's coming.
Not Sundays.
Yeah.
Anxiety for the week.
For real, look at us.
All restaurants close. Anxiety that I have nothing to do.
Oh, we're the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
His neck is massive.
It's just impossible to turn on.
He should be an F1 driver with that neck. Why can we never just see these two, like, have, like, a normal scene? It's always so stylized like this, which makes me just not care for them at all.
Yeah, I'm okay. Should we ask each other that 5 more times?
Okay.
It reminds me of, you know in You, the show, when they start going, I wolf you, and everyone just cringed? It reminds me of that.
What the fuck is this?
Good question, I'm wondering that.
What happened?
Grabbed a really hot pot. I just wasn't paying attention.
It looks more like slice of a knife.
This girl came in with, like, cuts all over her. This party, and she was dancing, and she tripped and fell onto a glass table, and it just, like, it ripped through her. And she had cuts all over her. We were slammed, so I read her chart wrong.
Yeah.
And she had a penicillin allergy.
Did you kill
and
her?
She went into shock, and it was fucking terrifying.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So we gave her a shot of epinephrine, and when she got out, she was covered in stitches, and she was gonna have scars, like, all over her body. But when she finally woke up, she couldn't stop laughing.
Why?
I don't think it hurt yet.
Okay. Does he sleep? Is he insomniac? I don't know what that machine is. I'm assuming it's some kind of medical thing. What's he looking at? Is this going to inspire one of his desserts? DocuSign. The Bear Partnership Agreement. She's hesitating. Where are we?
Okay, just say it. What do you think?
It's great.
She wants her own apartment?
Do you want to say, like, what you actually think?
It's small, it's expensive, and it's a longer ride to work.
She wants her own independence.
You're being pretty negative. Well, I already told you I'm getting a raise, so.
But you still haven't told me what the partnership agreement says.
They're still fine-tuning it, because that's why I can't. And that hasn't said to yet, whatever.
Have you felt these walls?
Why is she lying?
I don't know what's flimsier, these walls or the partnership promises. I just want you to take your time.
Well, I can't, because I already signed the lease.
Bro, really?
Sydney.
Wow, she did. You got a nice light in the room, though. There's massive windows. Ooh, I don't think we've seen the kid before.
Frank's taking you to the Museum of Science and Industry.
So much fun.
What is Frank?
What's Frank? Frank's mama's fiance, baby.
What do I call him?
I don't know. Call him whatever you want.
Means you're by yourself.
I'm not by myself. I'm with you.
Not when you're not.
You think I'm alone?
Mom does.
Did she
say that?
Did she say alone or lonely?
Big difference.
I don't know.
Where'd you see Auntie Dee?
In the store with Mom.
Who's Auntie Dee Dee?
Wow. Okay.
She's coming to the wedding.
Auntie Dee Dee's coming to the wedding? Amazing. That's great.
Is he invited to the wedding?
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you.
Aww. I think he's my favourite character. This is progress. Not latching onto the past. Aww. He's great.
I promised I'd see her before.
Her mum?
What's that saying? Find Dee Dee before Dee Dee finds you?
Oh, Dee Dee's the
Is that what it
mum.
is?
I think so.
Okay.
Shit.
2 weeks away.
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Baby time.
You think Bear's gonna like this? I think he's gonna love it. I think
He's gonna hate it, whatever it is.
Come on in here! Help! Help! No! Please! Okay.
He's gonna hate it. I don't know what they've done, but he's gonna hate it.
Every major food critic.
Oh, okay. Mysterious. She wrote books.
I hate this feeling.
What feeling, Carm? Yeah, what feeling, Carm?
Take us there, man. How you do better?
Maybe we've reached as far as your talent can go.
I'm not sure.
He just said he hates this
This
feeling.
looks good, though. This is smart. Good job. Put these in a binder. All right, the hostess stand, okay?
Yeah, it makes more sense to put them in a binder, not on his wall. Constant reminder of these judgmental people. It's not very good for him.
Wait, what if they already came in here, though? Impossible. I've already memorized every single one. I just printed this shit. I pre-memorized. That makes sense.
I don't believe that.
Exactly. Your memory's so sick. It's the best. It is the best. Yeah, I have the best one. I feel like Bear's starting to, respect me.
Yeah.
No, as a man, not a friend. If he
As a man,
respected
not a
you, he would let me
friend.
know that information because that's a lot of information for him to hold in. He needs to let things go, and he would tell me because I'm his best friend. Yeah. And then I would be the one that probably told you that he respected you. Yeah, he hasn't said. Just so you know, he hasn't said anything.
One double dip for Eli V.
Doesn't look the most appealing, these
What do you
beef
got going on
sandwiches.
over here? You gotta make the sandwich nice and neat. Fluffy, not stuffy. I would work the window, Chucky would rock bags, Mikey rocked the register. Shit was like General Hospital.
I worked in hospital
Interesting.
once.
Really?
Many people died.
Ah,
You're a morbid fuck, man.
Sup, Waldo?
they got Taylor Swift in the background.
Waldo. That's how I call you whatever I want.
Yeah, I did say that. You got a sec? Love you, babe.
Here we go, this is awkward.
Yeah. I'm actually feeling a little bit nervous right now, which is crazy.
What's he gonna say? You're not invited to the wedding.
Frank, just spit it out, dog.
With the Taylor Swift in the background.
I'm feeling really shitty about something.
Has he cheated or something?
I should have given you a heads up before I asked Tiff to marry me.
Oh, is that it?
I'm not her father. No. But I should have talked to you, and I should have been a gentleman.
Oh, it's not bad, actually. I expected worse.
Hey, you're coming, right? You didn't RSVP?
Yeah. I've been slammed.
Oh, he is
I get
invited.
that. I mean, the bear's supposed to be like
But he
amazing.
doesn't wanna go.
And we're still waiting for you to tell us when we can come in. When it's perfect, it's perfect.
When it's perfect. Long live.
Sydney.
Who are you?
Hey, I'm Adam Shapiro. I'm the,
Oh, from, Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey.
Oh, so good to bump into you.
Yeah, nice.
But I, snuck into the bear.
What do you mean you snuck in?
When?
2 weeks ago.
How'd you get past Carmen and Richie?
They seemed pretty busy yelling at each other.
Very embarrassing.
No, that's all good, I've been there, sea legs, But it was, other than that, the vibe was perfect. I was with a bunch of friends, so it was kind of under the radar.
Yeah. I don't even want to ask how the food was.
Chef.
How was the food?
It was excellent.
That's nice.
Thank you.
No, really, excellent. I mean, there was a scallop dish that was lights out, and it felt really new.
New, like
not Carmy.
So Kami is old?
It was both of us together.
Interesting.
Right. Well, it was really great. Oh, what'd you think I was gonna say?
I don't know.
I hated it.
I don't know. It's been a long month.
That bad?
No, just restaurants.
Yeah, right? Why don't we do this to ourselves?
Because we're crazy.
Yeah.
Look at that sign. It said no guns. The fuck? That's so crazy.
Let me.
How is he cussing himself up so much?
Not now. No.
Okay. Oh. Well.
What did you change?
Lost the habanero.
Carm, that was the whole point
I know,
of
but
the
we
dish.
changed to Scotch bonnet, which is also pepper. So.
I know that it's also a pepper. That's not the point. The point is that you changed
Well, why
it.
don't you try it before you get pissed, and then if you want to change it back, you can
I'm
change
not
it back.
pissed. I'm just... You can't just change... Okay, you know what? Fine. I know that it's good. I know that it's better, even. That's not the point. The point is something that you're not going to want to talk about, which, I think illustrates that it really is the point. This communication between front and back of house is killing us.
Well,
Very
Richie's out of
true.
his mind, so...
Okay,
Shut
sure.
up. Richie's out of his mind.
But
Shut up.
5 minutes ago, I had Nat type and print up menus because I was told and she was told that the menu was locked. In that time, did you tell her or anyone else that the menu was not in fact locked, that there would be a change.
Do you want to use your brain, Carmen?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Self-awareness, please.
Still not smoking?
Still not smoking.
How's that going? It's been like 3 weeks, right?
41 days.
Oh, he's
Okay.
counting.
You miss it?
Yeah, like every 10 seconds. How's your dad feeling about the place?
Oh, we're all cutting ourselves
All right.
with this?
I am researching the star system.
Okay.
I didn't realize you were into astrology. Speaking for myself, I do not give a flying fuck into a rolling donut about the
stars?
gastronomical proclivities of some dusty French tire marketing exec.
Real.
I mean,
They make tires.
I'm a Pirelli guy. I have been from way back, although
He's
I
a
would say that a
Pirelli
Goodyear's
guy.
probably a more practical choice for our Chicago winners, but fucking Michelin Manjagats, no?
Okay, I'll let them know. Okay, what is that?
Oh, Zen Garden, Kyoto, Philosopher's Path.
Ooh, okay.
This director that I admire, he visited this, and when he got there, slowly he began to realize...
Yeah, that the rocks are people, and we're all separated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah, exactly. And that this garden is in fact an illustration of human nature and how we are all of us alone in this world.
Does that make him feel better about being alone?
How did you know that?
Pete, he's a Friedkin fan.
Yeah, well, you know, his movies work on several levels. I'm gonna go there someday.
You should take Pete.
Japan.
Yeah, I'll get back to you. How's my niece?
Oh,
Ready to
she's
come out
almost
soon?
here. I'm thinking about how to not let what's in here, how to not let that get to her.
Yeah, I think about that all the time.
I think about it all the time.
You do?
You think, like, it's better if I, like, back off?
No.
What do you mean?
Is it confusing for her? Like, you know, everyone's talking about how Frank is the shit, and, like, I don't know, maybe it's weird that I'm, like, around.
No, I disagree.
No. I think it'd be weird if you weren't around.
Yeah. Stick around.
Yeah. What does she think?
She thinks I'm alone.
Are you?
Hey, did we make the week?
Aww.
Wonder who's calling me.
Dee Dee.
Hey, this is Natalie. With photos? For what?
All right, so cut here. See how it's all nice and tight? Under the Pope's nose there?
Why they call it the Pope's nose?
Good question.
Well, what's it look like to you?
Chef Sydney, a word.
So, why is the Tribune coming to take pictures?
What, an article coming out?
Shit.
Did he forget?
Chef Sydney, why is Chef Carmen saying shit like that?
Because we're being reviewed.
Like tonight?
Like they've already been here.
Is this the fork thing? When the fork was on the floor? It might have been alright. We don't know that. Is that the end of the episode? This is beginning to hurt. That was kind of a mellow episode compared to the other ones. Mellow in a good way, I think. We had little bits of different people. With Sydney, she wants her own independence. That's why she's moving out from living with her dad. We saw in a few episodes ago how, you know, it's just difficult a little bit when you're living with your dad or whatever, and they both want to use the bathroom, things like that. You know, it's nice to have that independence, even if it's expensive and less convenient in terms of commuting. I understand, it's fine. She's hesitant towards this agreement. She's ignoring that it exists. That's interesting. She doesn't feel very good about what's going on right now with the way she was talking to that guy. The way she was talking about the month that they've just had. There was, you know, she didn't seem proud of what she was doing. I think everyone just sort of has this feeling of, and we can kind of see why after the last episode. Yeah, and then her little conversation with Kami there when they were cutting up the grapefruit. It's very clear that Kami needs to work on his communication. He knows this, but it's just kind of annoying that Sydney has to remind him of this quite a lot. He should just know. Like, he does know, but he just, I don't know. He forgets or something. It's just, it's kind of annoying. I get why she's frustrated. She was right. The issue is the communication between back of house and front of house. 100%. That's what we saw last episode. She understands what the flaws are, but it's very difficult to fix them when you've got people like Kami who are so stubborn and fixed in their ways. Richie as well to a certain extent, but I feel like Richie is much more malleable right now. He's on a journey of like self-improvement, whereas Kami is really struggling with that journey of self-improvement, if he's even trying to go on that kind of journey in the first place. I don't know if he is. It's one of those weird things where it seems being a chef brings him a lot of pain and anxiety, and yet it seems to be the only thing that he wants to do. The way he was saying how Sundays are his least favourite days because it's the one day where he's not working in the kitchen. And I feel like, is he ever going to come to peace and like feel settled and comfortable with what he's doing? I don't know if he is. I don't know if this is just a him thing, like this is just how he's naturally built, or if he's become like this because of his experiences like as a junior chef and going up the ranking. Like he's clearly got a lot of trauma from that one senior chef, the community guy, Jeff Winger. He always thinks about him and his picture keeps showing again and again. So I don't know if that's why he is the way he is. Like it's just trauma from that horrible experience working there, or if he was always good like this, like if it is a genetic thing. The same way Sugar was saying how she's worried about her daughter potentially taking on the same traits that are in her, the mental woes of being what's their surname, Bizarto or something. Yeah, just like genetic predisposition to being a bit messed up. I don't even know how to describe what they have. Are they all just like anxious people? I don't know, with anger issues. And then beyond that, we have Richie and his daughter. And I think this is the first time we've actually met his daughter. Her name's Evie, which is a lovely name. I like that they carried on with the Taylor Swift thing, because they literally played the entirety of that song, Long Live. It was a little bit distracting, actually, because while that conversation was going on between Richie and, is his name Frank? While that conversation was going on, you could just hear that bloody song in the background, and I'm like half listening to that, half listening to the conversation, not gonna lie. I'll admit that. But this Frank guy doesn't seem too bad, actually. He's not an arsehole. He was like, he felt bad that he hadn't asked Richie for permission before proposing to the ex-wife. I don't remember her name. Richie was right, you don't necessarily have to ask for permission for that. But it's nice that he feels bad for not doing that. It shows that he does actually take Richie into consideration. It sort of implies that there's respect there for Richie, and he's not just like trying to invade on his life and become the stepdad, or worse, the dad. He wants to go to the restaurant. Richie was saying only when it's perfect. I don't know if that's him genuinely thinking like when it's perfect, the sort of the way that Carmi and Sydney would think about it. You know, we don't want reviewers here until we've fixed all the little issues, or if it's also him, it could be both, or if it's also Richie just not wanting this guy around. I don't think he really likes him that much, which is understandable. I think it's not a personal thing, it's just the case of, you know, you're the man who has my wife and has my child. So it's sort of an inevitable resentment there from Richie. The alone thing versus loneliness, I think that's interesting. Maybe we might see a love interest this season for Richie. That would be nice, someone to help him settle down a bit. He's definitely toned down quite a lot from season 1. There's still moments of anger, of aggression, of all those kind of things, especially when it's between him and Carmi. If he could find somebody to help him out with that, and, you know, just have to not be lonely, because I wouldn't necessarily have thought he was lonely, but the way he responded to Sugar's questioning implies that he is. Especially with that photo that he got up. I don't know that director. I'm going to go look it up, actually. William Friedkin. Ah, he did The French Connection and The Exorcist. Mad. Okay, no, I do know him then. Mad. Okay. I just didn't know the name of the director. Crazy. Also, can I just say, I don't know if everyone else has this, but Google has changed its like layout recently, and it's really pissing me off. I think it's really ugly. Anyway, that's so irrelevant. But yeah, the fact that he has these like goals for himself, the whole, you know, everyone's alone in the world kind of thing. I don't know, is that him trying to like make himself feel a little bit less depressed about his loneliness? Does he genuinely like feel comforted by the idea that everyone's alone in the world? Or is that just him trying to cope with how he feels at the moment? And we've also got this Dee Dee thing that's sort of looming in the background. I forgot that her name was Dee Dee, the Jamie Lee Curtis character. So when he was laughing about Auntie Dee Dee, I probably should have clocked just from that response. But yeah, Sugar seems to be the one who has the most difficult relationship with her. I think that's sort of natural, you know, the mother-daughter relationship is always a bit more fraughted than it is between mother and son, typically. I'm sure before Sugar gives birth, there's going to be, or maybe as she's giving birth, there's going to be some kind of interaction there. Jamie Lee Curtis will return. She will. And we'll see what comes from that. Yeah, that's about it with the episode. It's just, nobody feels particularly comfortable. Everyone's on edge, especially Sydney and Carmi, I'd say. And now with this, a review has been written, somebody has come and tried their food and nobody knew about it, and so who knows what could have been going on at that time, whether it was one of the ones earlier on in the month when things were going kind of smoothly, or as the month progressed and things started to like fall apart a bit, whether they were eating then or in the early period. We don't know. I need to look up this fork thing about the Michelin star people throwing a fork on the ground, because I swear I heard that somewhere. No one knows who they are, no one. They come, they eat, they go, but they have habits. One orders the tasting menu, the other orders a la carte. Oh, so 2 of them show up? They order half a bottle of wine, they ask for tap water. They're polite, but attention, they may place a fork on the floor to see if you notice. Is there any truth to that? No. Ah! No, that's not true. Never mind. It was just a rumour. No, they don't drop a fork or knife on the floor, the Michelin Guide International Director, Michael Ellis, told. So that was just a rumour that I heard then about the dropping the fork thing on the floor. Never mind. Maybe it could be... Maybe they'll make a nod to that rumour with whoever this reviewer is. I'd be curious to see what the review is like. People like the food. They do. It's just... I imagine they can probably hear all the screaming and shouting. Maybe they should soundproof the kitchen. Maybe that would be a good idea. Yeah. Anyway, we'll leave it at that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.